Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about books that I want to read before the end of the year. Now, I am probably going to look back at this video 6 months from when I posted it and laugh because I probably won't have read any of these, but I needed content ideas and I do generally want to get to some of these books before the end of the year. We will see if that happens. I'm filming this in September, but I don't think it'll be up until November, but whatever. The point is, I want to get to some of these books before the end of December. We'll see, but let's just get into my pile of books. First, this book has been on my TBR for I can't even explain to you how long. This is an arc of The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kiersten White, which I think is enough to tell you how long I've had it because it was on sale in September 2018 and I had an arc of it. So I need to read it. It's where I am pre-filming this, it's, you know, about spooky time. We're getting there. I've been watching The Haunted Mansion and Stranger Things, so I'm fully into the spooky part of the season, even though it's only September when I'm filming this. So I need to read this. It's short. It's based off one of my favorite classics. Like, it's not a long book. It's only 280 pages. I just need to finally read it. I don't remember the exact premise of this book. I think it's following Victor's sister and what her perspective on the whole Frankenstein fiasco was. But I love this. Yeah, I love this cover, and I just am very excited to read it. I love the story of Frankenstein. I've read the original book by Mary Shelley quite a few times, and I really enjoy it. So I think this twist would be a lot of fun. I just need to get my life together and finally read it. I think it would be really fun. I was trying to read the back. Yeah, I think it's just like she is Elizabeth Frankenstein, Elizabeth Lavenza. I can't remember if she's the sister or if she's who he marries. I can't remember the details. But I'm excited to read it. I really think this one is one that I can get to because I'm really feeling the Halloween season this year, so I can hopefully get to it during that time. Next is another book that I think I will get to, and that is The Heiress Hunt by Joanna Shupe. This is her newest release. It was her 2020 release. Oh, and the Barnes & Noble receipt from when I bought it. I love Joanna Shupe, so I really think I would like to get to this before the year is out. I have heard really good things. I love this cover. I love that it's a yellow spine. There's not a lot of those, and I don't even know what it's about, to be honest, but it's Joanna Shupe and I know I love it. I do think it's another Gilded Age New York one, I think. You know what? It might just entirely take place on the water. I'm not sure. They were childhood friends though, which is everyone screams about enemies to lovers, and don't get me wrong, I love a good enemies to lovers, but childhood friends to lovers, that is it for me. It's the whole Ron and Hermione of it all. That is my favorite thing. So I really do want to read this soon. I know I will love it, and it's Joanna Shupe, so it'll be lots of fun, and I can't wait to finally pick it up, and I just hope that'll be before December. Next is a book that's been on my TBR a little while as well, and that is Well Met by Jen DeLuca. I recently have been in quite a reading slump, and I think this would be a fun one to help me get out of it. It's a contemporary romance that takes place at a Renaissance fair. They are both employees, and I just think it'd be a lot of fun. It's a really interesting premise that I've never seen before. I do think it's more of a summer read, but I didn't get to it in the summer, so here we are. I am not usually too affected by what time of the year it is for which books to read, so I am very excited to give this a try. I would like to get to it before the year ends. I've never read a book by Jen DeLuca, but she has been so popular in the last few years, this series especially. I don't know if this was her debut or not, but I've heard really good things about this one and the sequels as well. It's got an Alexa Martin tag on the quote on the back, so I know it will be really fun. I think it'll be a really good book to get me out of a reading slump, and I just love the cover, so I do want to get to this very soon. The next 3 books are basically bricks, and I don't know how realistically I can get to all of them before the year is out, but here we are. First, I've got Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. This one is probably top priority, but the thing is, I kind of am worried that to read this, I have to reread Chain of Gold, because I'm going to be honest with you, I could not tell you the details of what happened in Chain of Gold. Like, I remember the characters vaguely. I remember that I had to have, like, a chart to keep track of who was related to who, which I found very annoying. And I kind of remember the end. So I really, really want to read this. I'm just worried I have to reread Chain of Gold first. But knowing me, I'll probably just wing it and go into this and then not really know what's happening and just pretend that I understand because I don't remember the first one. But that being said, I don't usually let Cassandra Clare releases go so far from me like this. Usually I read them right when they come out, but this has been out for months and I haven't read it yet. I didn't even buy it till months after it was out, which is very unlike me, and I would very much like to get to it as soon as possible. I just, we'll see. I just haven't been in much of a fantasy mood, but I really, really do want to read this. This is like top priority fantasy read for the rest of the year. And I just love this cover. I just love it so much. The gold and how it wraps around is just the most gorgeous thing in the world. Maybe I'll find like a video that summarizes the first book really well, and then I can go into this one, because I've done that before. But I really do want to read this. I want to dive back into the Shadowhunters world. I find so much comfort in Cassandra Clare's world when she's not killing all my favorite characters, but I really, really do love these characters. Especially, I love seeing the characters from Infernal Devices being like weaved into the story. I am a little more invested, I think, in the present time characters than the past characters, but I am really enjoying getting to see Tessa and Will and all the other children and everything. So I'm very excited to pick this up soon. I just don't know when it'll be. Next is another very long book that I don't know if we'll get to, but I really want to, and that is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Now, I think we all know that this was the book to read on TikTok this year, and I just didn't get around to it yet. I haven't had the urge to read it quite yet. I was very kindly gifted this one, and I really, really want to read it. I just haven't had the energy to pick up a 600-page book yet on Fae. I think this is about Fae. I think there might be vampires too. I don't know, but I have heard literally nothing but good things about this book. And I know once I read it, I will love it. I am fully confident in that, and I do really, really want to get to it. I know it's a really magical world, and there's a fun, like, love triangle situation, and I know a lot of people hate love triangles, but I'm gonna be honest, I still love me a love triangles. So I'm very much looking forward to it, getting to know Poppy, getting to know the world, and getting to fall in love with hot fae men, and I think a hot vampire too. So it's really the best of both worlds. I could be wrong about the vampire part, but I think there are 2 characters, like 2 men. I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard really, really good things. It's comparable to Sarah J. Maas, that sort of situation, and I am very, very excited to give it a try. Lastly, look, this has been on my books I need to finish list for years, and will I get to it by the end of 2021? I don't know, but I'm putting it on the list. That is Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. Now I'm gonna level with ya. This has been on my TBR for years, but it's so long. It's ridiculously long. It is 870 pages. And the second one ended really depressingly, so I haven't had the urge to pick this one up. And then my other thought process was, oh, I need to watch this the second season of the show before I can read the third book, and I haven't watched the second season of the show. I don't know. My life's a mess. I love Diana Gabaldon's writing. I do, and I like Claire, and I like Jamie. I like the story. her books are just really long and I haven't gotten to it yet, but I truly want to. And this one, while I cannot promise it'll happen in 2021, it is definitely high on my priority list to read in the near-ish future, especially considering the fact that when I'm filming this, I have just ordered a Claire Fraser cosplay that she wears, I think, in season 3, and when we would see her in this book, or maybe in season 2. I don't remember, but I'm very excited to read this, especially because everyone that I have ever talked to who has read the majority of the series has said, like, this is the best one. So why I have put it off this long, I don't know. I know it just mostly sounds like I'm complaining, but I promise you I do actually want to read this. I just will almost guarantee you that I will listen to it on audiobook in accordance with reading it in paper, because I don't think I can read 870 pages just reading them. I will need the audiobook to keep me sane. I do like these paperbacks. They're really heavy, but look at that. It's nice. It's a very floppy paperback, and I appreciate that. That's it. Those are the books I want to get to before the end of the year. The way I have things scheduled, this video won't be up till closer to the end of the year, so maybe I'll put in the description below if I actually read any of these yet. Some of these I do see myself reading quite soon, others we'll see. So I am not good at keeping to TBRs, but I enjoy making them anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was a little bit messy, but I hope you enjoyed it regardless. So like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!